Right. All right, Miss Jackie. Tanya.
Yeah. Are we ready to rock and roll, Jackie?
We ready to rock and roll, sister. Let's go. Let's get this party started. We're 4 minutes late, Rory.
I know, Rory. Way to go. we're about to bring you all the fun on Saturday. You ready? The party's with us. So anyway, welcome to our DTCA ambassador, direct to consumer ambassador hour, where we're going to be highlighting the wine part of the DTCA tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Jackie. She's one of our fabulous leaders here who helps me share the love with wine, and I let her take it over.
Well, good morning, everybody. And this is my favorite hour of Saturday morning. It's December 2nd, and this is what we call our DTCA wine tasting hour, even though it's probably a little bit early on the West Coast. But you know what? On the East Coast, it's dead on, and in the Central Time, it is awesome. We have a great program for you today. So if you are a newcomer, welcome, and sit back and relax and then get back with the person that brought you here. And if you are an old timer, you're going to absolutely love who we're bringing on today. We love, love, love when we have her. And as always, she's a hot mess. She don't have her page ready because she had other things. And it's a pretty cool thing that she's doing today for y'all. So I'm going to let her explain that to you. So Kim Moore, where are you at, sister? I know she's here somewhere. Kim, you with us? I hear you, but are you muted, baby girl? I can't hear you. You having technical difficulties, maybe? Let me see if I can.
Our microphone sounds like it's working. Kim, you might need to reboot and come back in if it does this. This is what happens to me sometimes.
Okay, well, while we're waiting on Kim, I'll go ahead and I'll start and I'll let Tanya chime in here. We have a fabulous program here, guys. This is one of Rory and Tanya's bigger than a dream, really. I believe if you've ever heard Rory talk, he talks about how as young as in his 20s, he's always wanted to own a winery and have labels under the Ricord name. And so it's near and dear to their heart what they have done here. And we are very fortunate to be part of this simply because we have owners and leaders that really wear this in their heart. It means a lot for them to own this winery. But more important than that, if you've heard them ever talk about wanting to change the way that the Americans understand wine because of what we lost so many for decades during the Prohibition, they're trying to bring that back. And that's not an easy undertaking. They have, we have so many mass produced conglomerates that have gobbled up these name brand owners of the wines, and they really have taken out the culture and the history of what winemaking is all about. And that's what our owners are trying to bring back to the market through education and through manufacturing or fermenting or creating wonderful wines. And that's what you're hearing when you hear us talk about that. So Tanya, you want to explain a little bit? I know I know you get very emotional when you start to speak of this, but it's true. And I'm not quite for sure everybody really understands what we have here. So you want to enlighten us a little bit?
Absolutely, you guys. Rory and I really worked. We wanted to bring back the small farm wine, the stuff that was really, and by saying that, I mean, that's the real wine, guys. That's the genuine wine. These recipes have been passed down from generation to generation. If y'all were on here last week, Jackie was talking about keeping the recipes of her mother and grandmother. And I did the same thing, you guys. When Rory and I we live abroad now, we travel everywhere, and we got rid of everything. The very few items that I kept for sentimental reasons were the recipes of my mother and my grandmothers. And so that it's that history that's attached to it. And I mean, don't get it wrong, the winemakers went to school, they've been educated, they've been done all that, but they are true to their family's recipes, if you will, and they bring that love in the wine. And a lot of people do not understand that all these big companies are buying up all of our food industry, everything, and they're doing it in a way to mass produce it, make it cheaper, and to make money. Because what is one of the things we need to live? It's food, right? And wine is been a part of that, really. And I think a lot of people, I mean, the worst thing that Prohibition did really was it just killed the wine. And people did not understand that really it was meant to be a digestive aid. It was meant to be paired with the food to help your food digest, to help it, to help everything go smooth and meld together. And it's really meant as a food. It's meant to be had with a meal. And I think we lost that understanding of it. And so Rory and I really wanted to help a lot of the farmers as well. And we went to the farmers, of the growers, the different growers, and we've really tried to develop a relationship with them and tell them what we were doing. They were all on board, you guys, because they want to share their love as well. And we're not, excuse the expression, but we're not bastardizing their wine. We're not taking it and mixing it with other things and adding it and making it go further than it should. I mean, a batch should just make what it makes. We shouldn't be adding anything else to it. And so we really try to stay true to that. Not only that, we were supporting, the small businesses, you guys. That's what Rory and I believe in that. And if anything we can buy and support, we always try to support our small businesses first. There's a lot of love and passion goes into it. And you guys, the difference that it makes when you support a small business is just huge. And I think we all understand that now with the blogging that we have here and everything going on that we have. But yeah, we just really, we really want to educate people to understand. And it's not about, it does, if you've never had a fine wine, it's going to take some time to develop and educate your palate. Okay. So like some people, if you don't like it, it's really more about keep trying it and trying it with other foods, try it with different ways, chilled, not chilled, decanted, not decanted. There's several different things and things you can do to open up the wine to its best potential. And also just to try, if you're trying it with different foods, it does make a difference. So.
And I think Kim's back, Tanya. I see her down there. I don't know if we can get her co-hosted or.
Yeah, let me Kim, there you are, Kim.
So when you are talking about the wine or you are sharing the wine, be proud of that, because it is a boutique. We refer to it as a boutique winery, and guys, that's pretty dang special. People don't, and our newest, I think, varietal, and Rory's talked about this, which is a Cab Franc. You don't find that. You'll find that in fine dining restaurants on occasion, not on a regular basis. But when you do find it, guess what? It is very expensive. So what Rory and Tanya are bringing to the marketplace and to people like us, I couldn't afford to be able to experience this type of wine on a monthly basis if it wasn't for the membership that we have and what they have labored so hard to provide to us. So be very cognizant of that, because you belong to a platform and an organization that people don't know about, and many would like to be part of that for those very reasons. So did we get Kim back, honey?
I think so.
I'm here.
Oh, Hail Mary, hallelujah, baby. I'm so glad we had to come up and do what I say, showtime and punt, baby.
That's
but we
right.
did it anyway.
Punting is always good as long as you punt right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. I see you got that damn Bama shirt on. Jesus, Mary, and John. I should have known.
I'm celebrating today.
I was going to have to deal with today.
Today is the SEC championship game with Alabama and Georgia. Okay, now y'all know like Dallas and all that Pro Bowl, but the SEC is important to me. Okay, especially when Alabama's playing. All right. Now the Auburn Alabama game last week, I almost had a seizure. Okay, That was one of the best games I have watched in I don't know how long. I'm telling you. I'm sorry,
It
Roy.
was
I
a
love
good
you,
game,
man.
even though I didn't want Saban to win. So
I tell you, it was one of the best games I've seen, and I don't know how. And you never know what's going to happen in the Alabama Auburn game. It's one of them games you just can't miss. And this is almost like the Sugar Bowl because this will determine whether we get to the Sugar Bowl. So
you got that right, sister.
So-
So what you
so
got
I'm
for us
celebrating.
today with your Alabama shirt on?
I have 3 different things. I'm having a friend of mine's coming over this afternoon to watch the game. I have Sloppy Joe made from scratch, not no canned George stuff. It's keto Sloppy Joe. And then I also have gumbo. You know, I got to do some of my gumbo stuff. And it, of course,
Okay.
is homemade as well. And it is not any kind of normal gumbo. It's Kim's gumbo, you know, and it's keto. And
Well,
it's
did
got,
you do sausage and chicken gumbo, or did you do seafood gumbo, sister?
I did sausage and crab and shrimp. And I did the lump crab, and the crab is just all over it because I don't really put rice in mine, but you can put it over cauliflower rice, which when my friend comes, that's what I'll do. But mine looks like it's got rice because it's got that much crab in it. See,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I
it
need to
looks
be at
like
your
rice is
house
in it.
today. Then I'm gonna
And
cook
then
some
my
gumbo today
third
myself.
thing that I did, because I'm good, I have everything cooked and ready, buddy. It's all there.
Thank
I
God.
did,
You
a
followed. You got the
Spanish
memo, and
recipe.
you understood it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm obedient sometimes.
I begged her, Tanya. I begged her to have it ready.
I did meatballs in with a blackberry sauce. Okay.
Oh wow.
Now, it had its own sauce and blackberry sauce. Now I did something a little different too. I decided because I made a
Now you got a
mushroom
background
sauce.
on, so we can't see you. You got a background on, baby, so we can't
Well,
see
let
that.
me
Can
take
you
the dead gum
take your
background
background off so we
Hold
can see
on
it?
1 second. I can fix that. Y'all just don't look at my messy house.
Well, listen.
Uh,
There you go. There you go.
Here we go. This beautiful wine here, this More Than Muse 2016 Sab Cab Blanc.
Uh-huh.
I love this stuff to cook with. I put some of this in everything I made,
Oh wow.
and it made it better. Everything I made. So I'm also going to use it in my tasting. And I have, of course, the Ricord Merlot because it is so flexible with so many things. And I'm kind of waiting on my case to come because it's time. I saved up for 2, so it's coming. I know it is. So I thought, well, it's going to go with everything. So I'm saving my meatballs for last because it's got that sugar in it. But my keto, I'll let you just see my little spread here. Well, I'm knocking everything over. Tell me when you can see it because I only see you up there, Jackie. Because my little thing, do you see it? I pulled it
Oh
over here.
yeah. Oh
right?
wow.
And I'm telling you what, I'm excited. Okay. So we're going to start with our, I'll try to keep it so you can see it without my thing falling down. There
That's
we go.
okay. We can
All right.
see it.
Okay. Now I've got a little napkin. It may fall in my lap, but oh well. Okay. Hang on. I got to kind of clear that.
Now tell us which one you're doing first. I know that's the gumbo that you just had your spoon
Yeah.
in.
And I had to put a little funny patches in there. We're going to start with, our, you know, a little bit without it. Then we're going to do our little wine, right? Going to start with this, a little bit without it.
So what dish is that?
This is the that thing you eat with your hands, the sloppy Joe. I just put it on 1 piece of bread. It is keto. Now these are the Lewis keto hamburger buns, and they make hot dog buns, and they've only got like 1 gram of carbs in them, but they're really good. They're not like the other keto buns. I even make garlic bread and stuff like that out of them. Normally I toast them or stuff like that, but I just wanted it plain. So here we go.
I want to see what it does with that wine, sis.
I also use unsweetened ketchup in it. You can find it and buy it now. I brought this particular ketchup from, where did I find this? Oh, when I went to Branson, for the, one of them things I went up there for anyway. I can't remember.
It must taste good because you're getting a second bite, but you need to taste it with that wine, babe. There you go.
What? It kind of makes the sides of my mouth and the roof kind of tingly, like, and it like gives it a whole different taste, the wine a whole different taste, kind of umps it. Now, this particular wine has been in my fridge because it's been my cooking wine, right? Because I don't drink the whites as much. And I said, well, I ain't wasting this wine. It's too good. So now I want to see what it's going to taste like with the wine first and then the stuff.
Okay.
Get it all around in there. Didn't really change much that way, but let me see afterwards.
I think you just want to like drinking that wine still. It's a good bottle to do that with.
Yeah. This is an after. This is a take the bite and then drink it after. You see that you get the longer finish, and you get more like even on the inside of your lip and around the top of your mouth. You just get that umph of the wine. Otherwise, at the beginning, it doesn't do the same because it's been in the fridge. Now I've got another bottle cooling in the fridge if I need it, so we can still do that.
Now you're gonna try that with the Merlot as well. Yeah, there you go.
Well, of course I am. And I've had this sitting out for just a little bit, and I've used the pour aerator thing as well, so it should be pretty well. I just opened it, but it should be aerated real nice. I'm going to do this way.
Chew it, as Roy says.
That's what you saw. I was just going to say, I
saw what you were doing. I'm like, and yeah, he taught you well.
I do listen to him. He don't think I do. I do listen to him.
I'm sure he'll be proud that you listen to him, Kim.
And I tell my students too, and if they do something and say, well, I said, you're not supposed to think. You're supposed to do what Roy says and get what Roy gets. I said,
Roy will be so, I hope he's listening to me,
and I'll tell you if you're supposed to think that or not.
I hope Roy's listening to this.
Brings the sweet out in there because I put some monk fruit in there, monk fruit sweetener. Brings the sweet out.
So of the two, Kim, which one do you think paired best with that dish?
I don't know. Let me do it after.
Oh, you just want to drink. You getting ready for the Alabama Georgia game, girl.
Ooh.
I know Stacy's on here. She'll be rooting for Alabama today.
I could do either one, to be honest.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. Now this tastes good after as well, and has a nice finish. But for this to have been in the refrigerator and to have the finish that it did, this was like the end of the bottle. Okay, I'm just being honest with you, right? I don't normally leave something in the refrigerator. It's usually gone. I mean, mine don't last in my house. But for it to have been in the refrigerator and it to have that great of a finish at the end, tasting it, I bet you with a fresh bottle, it would rock with that.
Oh, okay.
Seriously. This is still good with it. This is, nothing's bad with the Ricord, okay? But I think that the white would have been better with it.
Okay.
Because it really popped at the end, really and truly.
Okay.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what the now I got to clean this.
All right, so you're gonna dig into the gumbo. That gumbo looks delicious. I got to tell you, I'm gonna cook gumbo today myself. It's cold enough.
Now I like getting a little bit of everything. If I can
What
find
kind of sausage did you put in there? Is that andouille or?
No, I couldn't find any andouille because I couldn't get into town where I could get some. I had to go here to Piggly Wiggly, and they was getting ready to close. But I did use smoked sausage.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I cooked it a little bit in the pan first, and then put it in so it got some of the, a little bit of the sizzle, and then I put a little bit of the sizzle, a little bit of that grease into the stuff because it don't get the flavor as good. And I put some Tony Thatcher's, whatever his name is.
Tony Cha-Cha.
In the on the shrimp and let it sit and soak on the shrimp before I put it in.
Right.
And put the shrimp in just at the last minute, let it just sit in the hot thing. Now, I'm trying to decide, should I do the wine first or just taste this and then do the wine?
However you want to do it, but typically you want to taste the wine and then taste the food, right, Tanya? Am I telling her right?
Talk to me, Tanya.
I do it both ways. I like to have a little sip, have a bite, and have another sip.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. I ought to taste it, what it tastes like to begin with, and then do the wine and the tasting and the thing,
Right.
because you got to know what it starts out like, you know. All right, I'm
There
gonna
you
do
go.
that big old piece of shrimp.
Oh, I love me some shrimp. Mm.
Mm.
And crab. We
I'm,
had-
I'm cooking gumbo. Or if I don't cook it today, I'm gonna
It's
cook
got
it.
some heat to it. I need some Adele with this. Woo, doggies.
Yep, it's not ready to be bottled yet, Kim, but as soon as it is, I'll let you know.
Go ahead and just go ahead and send me a case, because I know I'm gonna love
Yes.
it. There ain't no doubt.
Yes, ma'am. Have you down.
Yeah, Lee, that's good. I amaze myself sometimes. I can cook.
I can tell that you can.
Never cooked like this when I was young. I've gotten better, you know, in watching different. It's that dead gum. What's his name? Gordon Ramsay and people like that. And I used to watch that Cajun dude. What was it he used to say? You know, the one I'm talking about. He was in the Cajun kitchen. He used to say something about hot stuff. I'll think.
Yeah, I know I can't think of his name.
Emerald.
No, Emerald's was after him. This is way back. This is a real true Frenchman.
too young
Emerald's
to
Italian.
Lord, I need to open a fresh bottle.
I'm a Google.
Justin, yeah, you got the right one. But what was
Yeah.
that saying he used to
He
say?
goes way back.
Wee. And he said something about. I should have opened a fresh bottle. I need to open that fresh one. 'Cause I
Justin
guarantee you-
Wilson.
Huh?
Justin Wilson.
Yes, thank
What
you,
did he say?
Linda.
I had no
Tell
idea
me,
what you were
Matt,
talking
do I
about.
have time to open a fresh bottle, or am I running too late? I'm
Yeah,
already on my
you got it.
second thing.
Go right ahead, Kim. You go right
Can I
ahead. You open
please?
that bottle.
'Cause I
I'm
think
never
I
going to
got
say
done
no to
this
y'all
bottle.
drinking wine. So you
I
go right
don't think I'm done it, Justin. I
It
don't
was
think I'm
funny.
done-
It was funny because I was getting ready to come on here. Michael said, "Y'all drinking wine this early?" I said, "Well, on the East Coast, it's 12 o'clock, so we say."
Yep, it's all good. Wine is a good idea, especially it's on the weekend too. I mean, you can have that for brunch. So
Absolutely.
you go.
Absolutely. Well, it's not like, I mean, it's tasting, you know.
Yeah.
No, her dishes look absolutely phenomenal. I'm glad she chose those two.
We'll take this time to say, you guys, we're having family dinner on the December? Is it the 21st?
21st, yes.
So the 21st, you guys mark your calendars. It is 8 Eastern. And I'll be bringing in you a Christmas spread. I'm not sure what yet. Any ideas and anything you want me to cook, Niall or Dina, you just let me know. I'll be at their house this time. But yeah, yeah, I love
I'm
to
coming to your house for Christmas if you don't have nobody. I ain't got nobody.
Aw, you're so sweet. I don't have a house, Kim.
Well, you come to my house. How about that? I'll cook. You can cook. We can cook together. I got good stuff to cook with. I love this thing, by the way. This is from Cork Spin.
Can't see
Yeah.
it, sweetheart. Put it in the other.
Wrong place.
Go the other
Sorry.
way. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that. I got the little whole set thing. I love it. It's in the kitchen, so it's got to go. Now, what am I going to do with this?
I mean,
Oh,
I
wait,
will be,
hang
I
on.
will be invading my daughter's kitchen for Christmas.
I
You'll
think
bring
I'm
all
going to
the
have to
out.
drink this. I know.
That is fine, Mom.
Oh,
You can
she's gonna
have my
be-
kitchen.
Your friend's gonna love it when she gets over there. You getting a little early start on her, baby. You're gonna really be ready for that ball
Well,
game.
I just don't think it's fair. I'm not giving this a fair chance.
Absolutely. I
You know,
agree. I couldn't
because
agree
I think-
more.
I got a feeling that this, even though it's got spice, it's got a lot of stuff in it because it's got the okra and tomatoes and all that stuff and the onions and everything in there. And I just don't think it's fair to do it without it being a fresh bottle because it's tasting as good as it is with it been sitting in my fridge, you know?
All right, well, let's taste it and see what it tastes like, sis.
Hey, Peter, are you on there? Is
No,
Peter
I don't
on?
know that Peter's
No.
here today, baby.
Not here today.
He was supposed to come on.
Oh, I didn't see. I mean, I'll look.
I know he's been under the weather, Kim, so.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Now
my
that's funny.
favorite sound.
Yeah.
As brother now.
That it definitely individualized the rice and the crab, and it made it, it made the thing stand out. I didn't have the shrimp, but can't talk. It made the not the rice, it was the crab, all right, because the crab had the texture of rice, because I got a lot of the loose crab in there.
Right.
And the sausage and everything was like you could taste everything individually. Now let me say it afterwards. Oh yeah, that's getting that all over your mouth thing. This got a really nice finish. This does. I love this stuff. I didn't know how much I liked it. I love cooking with it now. I can tell you that. Makes the best gravies and stuff. Woo! I gotta try this one more time.
I really love that wine myself. That's why we have so much of it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
One more taste and I'll be good. I promise. I'll go to the next one. Oh, I gotta do it, Roy's.
Oh, you double dipping today. Now you tasting twice. You want to make sure what it tastes like, I guess. Go ahead on, girl. She getting ready for a party, man. She gonna party this afternoon.
Pre-gaming, so she's gonna be ready.
She having a
I'm
party
only
before
taking
the
little baby thing, But
That's all right. That's all right.
the nice thing is I'm home. I ain't got a car, so I can't drive nowhere. So I mean, I ain't gonna hurt nobody unless I fall off the deck and I hurt myself. So, all right, let's try this. Clean my palate first.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're making me want wine.
Hmm?
You're making me want some wine, girl.
Well, why aren't you drinking wine? You're supposed to be drinking with me. That's how it's supposed to be. I drink with you.
I appreciate that.
I
No,
do.
I have to work. I have to focus. This is a work day for me.
It's a work thing for me too. That's why I go all out when I do it. I try to make it interesting.
I appreciate that.
And that you do, baby girl. We love having you on here, Kim.
I still want a tailgate party with Kim just one time.
Sign me up.
Here we go.
Dina's standing next to me going,
Mm-mm.
Yes.
All right.
What do you think there, Kim?
Well, he's getting a sip now. Let's see.
Now, it seems to me like most of the time the effect is more after than it is before, except for that the white with that gumbo where it separated everything. But now this one did it. What is that? No, I didn't. I know there were no shells. Ooh. Get a lot of spice pop.
Yeah.
Brings the spice.
Yeah.
Brings the spice all over your mouth. Like all around you. Because you remember when I first started to eat it, there was spice, and then I haven't really had the spice. Because this kind of covers the spice up a little bit. But this brings the spice out. So you get that gumbo thing. You get the That'd be a tough call. That'd be a tough call because I really like both of them.
Okay.
Could go either way.
Well, that's the beauty of when you're doing this. There's no right or wrong, and everyone's palate's different, and that's why we always encourage to try different things, because you just might be very surprised at what your palate tells you, and that's the whole.
You get that spice. You get the spice more with the Ricord, and you get the separation and the individuality at the beginning, actually, with the Cab Sav, and then you still get the spice and the tangle at the end, but it's different. It's a different tangle. All right, now here we go. I saved the blackberry stuff. Now it has, I'm trying to put this up here so you can see it. It's got a cream sauce with the meatballs anyway. Now, I've never made meatballs in my life from scratch, okay? So I made these from scratch. Just for y'all, because I love you. And I cooked all this morning, too. I didn't do it last night. And this has it called for some ingredient that I didn't know what the heck it was. So I just substituted cream cheese and it worked just great. And they wanted me to do it all in the crock pot. So I didn't. I did some of it on the thing. And these are fresh blackberries, not frozen and all that stuff. And I put wine in everything because that's what I do. And it cooks the alcohol out of it, everybody. So no, I'm not just a deranged alcoholic or anything like that. But it's I will have a page that will have the recipes and stuff in it because I changed it up a little bit because I just when I'm cooking I change stuff. I don't do anything like a regular recipe says, you know. Anyway,
it's just a suggestion. Recipes are just suggestions. Or
exactly.
like my mother would say, it's just a jumping off point, honey. You just jump in there. And
Or you ask a question and they're like, do you not know how to cook?
yeah,
Well, that's what I'm asking for, so I can learn.
These would be great at a football thing, just with some toothpicks in them, you know, and you can put the blackberry off on the side. And these also have chia seeds in them, which are really good for you. The blackberry stuff has chia seeds in it, and you'd never know that that's what they were because you got seeds normally with blackberries anyway. And I smushed them up, not just with a fork. I got like one of them meat hammer things and smushed them up.
We're excited for you to taste that. I want to know how that. I've never heard of meatballs and blackberry sauce. Have you, Tanya?
All right, I'm trying it with more of the cream sauce first, and then I want to put the black because it kind of could go either way.
Yeah,
and I did the cream sauce by itself, and then I put the blackberry over on the side.
What was that? Our grandmother's name was meatballs and grape.
mine did it with cranberry, spicy cranberry. Yeah. My grandmother never used grape. She used spicy. She'd make cranberry and do a bunch of spice to it, add a bunch of.
Maybe it was.
We always have them with grape jelly.
You did?
Put them in a crock pot with the meatballs with grape jelly, and it's good.
Oh, it's good. I've never done it that way.
I've never done it that way.
It was my other grandmother in Ohio then. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
That's what Ohio thing.
That could be an Ohio thing because we did the same thing with the grape jelly.
Grape jelly? Yeah, I've never done that way.
Yeah.
Did it with cranberry. My grandmother used
I got a feeling the blackberry is going to be what makes this really stand out with the wine. Because they were both okay, you know, but it wasn't anything to write home about, you know, which writing home is to me. So, but there's on.
cracks me up, man. He cracked me up.
All right, now we're trying the blackberry ones with the blackberry sauce and the other.
And she makes it like you just sit here and you want to savor, you know, it's like, come on, Kim, you're killing me.
It still gives you that longer finish, you know, to where you still taste the wine at the end. But I got a feeling the Ricord is going to be the one because of the sweet, you know, because the Ricord is so good with sweet stuff that I think that's going to be the one that's going to taste the best with it. I really do. And I could have added more sweet to the blackberries, but I didn't. I wanted them to just stand on their own. You could put and keep it still really good. I mean, the carbs are like next to nothing on this, okay? And we got a lot of people that do the keto diet. So that's why it's still Kim's Keto Kitchen, right? Everything that I made is keto. So it's just really it's good to do this stuff because I mean the carbs for everybody.
What do you use for the binding, Kim, for those meatballs? What do you use for the binding then?
Almond flour and an egg.
Wow.
Almond flour and an egg, two teaspoons actually of almond flour is all I had to use.
Oh wow.
And in the monk fruit, it said to use monk fruit with allulose. Allulose would have been actually the thing that no, that was in the other thing, in this stuff, the sloppy joes. But I didn't need it. So if I don't need it, why put it in there? Right?
Exactly.
Because all you had to do was just cook it down a little bit. Now I would have liked to put some tomatoes in there, you know, like either some tomato paste or some, you know, diced little tomatoes, because I think it gives it more oomph to it. And then I could put it, and put a little stevia in there if you want to. It'll taste great and it'll be just fine. It makes it a little more exciting, makes it feel like, you know, a real sloppy Joe. Because it's
Yeah.
got to be a little sloppy and wet. If it ain't, then it's not sloppy. And this
There you
ain't
go.
sloppy, right?
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
If it ain't wet, it ain't sloppy. I love it.
Now, I'm
Only
not going to
Kim.
go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to be a good girl. Okay. Whoop, whoop.
How was it with the Merlot then? Did you try it with the Merlot?
No, I'm doing that right now. I just,
Okay.
mhm.
I bet it's gonna pair good with that, with the blackberry. That's
That
what
would
I
be my
think.
guess. I would pair with that with
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that smooth. It just, I mean, it just went smooth.
Mm.
Made the Merlot just like
I like
butter. It really did. It just made it like
Oh, that's what
she
that
knows
would
what
be.
I'm talking about, like butter. It's just like
Butter. Mhm.
just
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, the Merlot definitely won on that. Just and sometimes you want it to make all the things go why, but this it just was like, just that.
Yeah.
That is so
That's the
awesome.
only way I know how to explain it.
And that's worth 1,000 words right there.
Yeah.
Now, this is the 2020 Merlot. I thought about I've got only one or two of the 2017s that I've stashed away. And I thought about doing a comparison, but
Yeah.
Peter actually suggested doing the Sauv Blanc because he really wanted people to see how great this wine was. And he wanted me to see, because you know me, I promote what I like. And I really didn't realize how good it was. I loved it for cooking.
Right.
But I needed to see it for tasting, and he was absolutely right. He was supposed to come on here. Peter, if you're here, you better show your little face, because he was going to come on for me. Because
I don't think he's
I tell
here,
you what,
baby.
I
Yeah.
love that man.
Yeah,
I
if
really
he was
did.
here, we would have him. I don't think he made it this morning. Tanya said he might be a little under the weather or something.
Yeah. He hasn't been
I only have one bottle of Adele left, and because of this gumbo, I thought about doing it. But the girl that's coming later, she can't tell the difference between a box wine and whatever. And I've tried to get her to taste different things. I last night I had to drink some of my Rory because I didn't have anything else to drink with her. So it like to have killed me because she don't really appreciate it. Now she still comes on, but she also, I'm gonna tell you all this because it's personal, but she also offered, she's put $1,000 aside, saving up in case for me and fixing my car because these stupid warranty people aren't fixing my car. Now, and she offered, and now that was a friend. So, made me feel a little better about spending my good wine.
your wine money on her.
But I mean, she'll drink a little box wine and she don't, and I'll say, taste this with it, taste that. She can't tell the difference just for nothing.
Well, just keep letting her taste it. She'll come. She'll figure it
come
out
around.
later. But
Yeah.
Kim,
I'm trying.
we
But
absolutely
anyway,
love.
I may be not there for the whole thing this afternoon, but I hope we're going to record it because it's one football game I got to watch, and y'all don't be mad at me because I love you and I love Rory, and I've been here for what is it? Is it 5 or 6 years now? I think it was 2018.
So can you get a pass? That's an important game. I get it. It'll be recorded. It'll be on YouTube. You're totally good. You just scream for your Alabama team. We'll hear you over here.
All right, I will be. And I watched a movie last night that was about Barry Sanders. And you know who Barry Sanders with the Detroit Lions and stuff, right? And he just quit. It was awesome. If y'all get the chance to watch it, watch it. It's called Bye Bye Barry. And it was really cool. And that was a pro ball game, which I don't do as much with the pro ball, but it was really cool. It was like a semi-documentary. Yeah.
He's a legend. And as great as he was, he's still going to get them to the Super Bowl.
I know, because he stayed with the dead gum Lions. So, anyway, I love you guys.
Thank you, Kim.
Roy, I love you. And just, thank you. I've been with this place a long, long time, and I ain't going nowhere. So y'all are just stuck with me.
We love you, Kim.
I'll be back in February. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Kim. We appreciate you.
Kim. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Roy needs some extra time. He always loves his few minutes. And so just know that I will post Kim's page. She is going to get it to me. She just, like she said, she changed some things up, and it's going to be worth the wait, guys, because as you heard her go through that, she really put a lot into the recipes and how she wanted to do the pairing and everything. So we thank her for that. We are here same time, same channel every Saturday. So join us next week. And with that, I'm gonna turn it back over to Mr. Rory Ricord.
Well, I'm gonna jump in, Rory. So you
Oh,
have to wait a
sorry,
second.
sorry.
No, you're good, Jackie.
Oh, go for it, babe.
You're good. Just the last few minutes, and he doesn't get more time because he gets hours later. So I'm gonna.
Oh, my bad, my
I'm
bad.
gonna take a little bit of time here, and y'all can be stuck with him from for.
I believe you
hours.
just kicked him to the curb, is what we say where my parts come from. In a fun way. In a fun
take
way.
the extra time, but Tanya, there's a lot to cover with the wine and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's rare when I get extra time now. You guys are doing an amazing job. I'm just gonna say this, since I'm just gonna cut in. Tim, this was wonderful. Great job. All right, Tanya, take it away, and then you can pass it over to our recruiting duo, whoever is going to be teaching the V marketing today.
Yeah. Well, just wanted to remind you guys, when at all possible, just try to if you guys can make it with your pairings on the Thursdays. The Thursdays family dinners, we're just doing one a month, and we're trying to highlight you guys as we can. This one will be based around some Christmas stuff here, I think, is what we're going to try to do here, and we're going to be sharing. And I'm sticking exactly to the wine that shipped, so y'all will have the same wine. So every time we do these, it's whatever wine comes in. My smart ship is what we're going to be using. And I don't go in and pick and choose. I just take what they send me. So, as I like it all. But anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing on the 21st, you guys. So mark your calendars for that. And then also, you guys, let's bring people and share this opportunity, especially on Saturdays. If y'all want to bring people here and let us talk about the wine a little bit, they can kind of share that idea. And you guys know that DTCA is more than just the wine. We have the Brain Food Academy that's with it as well. And it's starting to get rocking and rolling. Really, really excited about that, you guys. Super excited to see the changes that we're going to be making with some of these young people in our country. And so that's a passion business for me as well. So I'm really excited about that. Also excited for some of the new wines that are going to be bottled. We have some stuff coming that's going to be bottled here shortly, and we'll be having some of that new coming as well. So anyway, we have a lot of things happening. If you guys haven't made a custom case order, I think that the special is over now. Is that correct, Rory? I think it's done. But we still have that opportunity if you want to get some before the holidays. And this is the time now to be having
Go until Sunday, tomorrow.
Okay, so we still have it then. So we still have it, guys. So if you want to go ahead and make your custom case order and get those rocking and rolling, this is, like I said, the time. Those are great for gifts, and that's why we're doing it too, you guys, is to help a little bit. You guys, the prices on the bottle of wine that we offer with the wine club, you just cannot beat that for fine wine already. So just to give you guys a little bit of a discount there on the shipping. Oh, it's a fairly good discount. And then for you guys to be able to share it and to have parties and to share the tasting of the wine. So anyway, we're really excited about that as well. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to pop in here and say we love you guys. Thanks for all your hard work and for everything that you're doing. And I guess, Rory, you can take it over. I'll let you if you need a couple extra minutes.
I love it. Now he's going to shut us. We heard his one feeling. There he is.
I will always take the time. There's so much. There is so much to do. All right, let me get back. I'm actually looking at. We had a lot of people take us up on the dollar activation for the memes, and I'm just going to go to that right now because I was looking at it. We had some people pay 2, 3, 4 times. Just a few. Those are all getting cleared up.